So good evening, welcome back to another channel. Tonight going to do a quick content and I'm going to talk about Nuno Espirito Santo. He's been sacked by Tottenham after just 10 games and he's won 5, lost 5, and he's paid the price because they got beat off Man U by 3 goals on Saturday. All the fans were booing every time a goal's been conceded. When he took off Lucas Moura, the fans booed again, and he's been their best player. But was he suited for Tottenham? In my opinion, he wasn't. I mean, he was the 9th choice as to be the Spurs manager. And basically, I mean, Spurs wanted a manager that plays open and attacking, free-flowing football. Well, it wasn't ever going to be Nuno. And they should have done their homework on him. New director of football, Paradici, decided to, instead of buying an attacking manager, we go for a defensive manager. And now he must have regretted that decision. Now Nuno's gone. And in my opinion, I think Nuno is a good manager, but he's not an exciting manager, in my opinion. And his press conferences can be a bit offish at the end of the day. It can be a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? A bit defiant at times and a bit passive. And it's a shame because he's a decent guy and he gets along with all the players. When it was at Wolves, he did a fantastic job getting them out of the Championship. Spent a couple of seasons in the Premier League playing counter-attacking football. He had the players to do so. He had Neves, he had Moutinho, Jimenez, and Joy as well. And the problem is they can get away with it because the Wolves buy into the system. But when he moved to Spurs, it was always going to be difficult. When it was 9th choice manager, then you got a real problem because their first choice was always going to be Antonio Conte, but he refused to take the job at the time. Now he's going to replace him tomorrow by all accounts. He's been offered an 18-month contract worth £20 million. So if we look at Nuno's stats since he's been here, he's played 10 games. It's in the Premier League, by the way. 10 games, won 5 of them, drawn none, and lost 5. Goals for 9, goals conceded 16, and 3 clean sheets. And a win ratio of 50, loss rate 50% as well on both of them. Goals per game 0.9, goals against per game 1.6. Now scoring goals is a problem. Spurs loves playing attacking football, scores plenty of goals. And Harry Kane only scored 1 goal this season. Guess who that's against? Us. No surprise. He's sounded a bit peed off because he's not happy playing in the Nuno system. And he ain't the only one. I mean, a couple of players out there as well just don't know what's going on. Especially in the midfield. They keep passing the ball sideways, backwards. We look at Højbjerg, for example. He's a decent player, but he just keeps passing the ball backwards all the time. And the Spurs fans want to see him playing forward. Don't get us wrong. Spurs would love to have the players back back in the year for the likes of Chris Waddle and Paul Gascoigne and Jimmy Greaves and Glenn Hoddle, Gary Lineker. All those sort of players play glorious attacking football. But with this team under Nuno, it was never going to be the case. And like I said, to replace Nuno, it'll be Antonio Conte. Like I said, he's going to join maybe tomorrow, Wednesday. And according to reports in Italy, according to Sky Italia, that Conte has agreed to join Tottenham on an 18-month contract worth £20 million. He's got assurances that he wants to do things this way. He wants complete back-in, which he would not have gotten back in the summer, and now he's going to get that. I wonder what Chelsea fans will make of Antonio going to Spurs. Excuse me, rivals there. Spurs fans want exciting football. They want football to be played forward all the time, open attacking. And Spurs haven't really had that since Pochettino. And they badly miss him. And on Saturday, where they got beat off Man U by 3 goals to 0, the fans were not happy at all whatsoever. They paid a lot of money to see watch Spurs game. And their season tickets must be about a couple of £1,000 this season. Especially in that new stadium. Wow. But, like I said, Nuno walks away from Spurs. That's a 9th choice, and when you go for a manager, you have to look after you have to get a number 1 choice. In this opinion, they got Conte. As for Newcastle, we're still waiting for a manager as well. It's been, come up to 3 weeks now, and we still haven't got no one in. We need to get that fixed up very, very quickly. But at the end of the day, Spurs can move on now, and now they've got Antonio. They're not far away from the Champions League. I think they're 4 points away from the Champions League for top 4 place, yeah? And I believe now Conte's there, or will be there, he is going to fix that team. And I can guarantee one thing, the Spurs players will not know what hit them. The training's going to be tough, it's going to be intense, and they need to wise up and start performing. And also, Nuno, the reason Nuno got sacked as well, they got, not just get beat, they got absolutely tanked. 3-0 off Palace, 3-1 off Arsenal, 3-0 for United. Yeah? Wow. It's conceding goals for fun. That ain't good enough for a big club like Tottenham. And they're craving for success. They have not won a trophy way back since 2008 or 2009, so I need to remind us on that. But that's a long time for a club. They haven't won the league since 1961. 60 long years. And you know what? And I can't see him winning anytime soon. Maybe with Conte, you just never know. If he gets the backing, get the money, then you never know. They'll come very close. So tell me what you think, guys. Do you think Nuno was right to get sacked? And also, would you take Conte? So please drop a like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave the comment section down below and just tell us. And let's hope Spurs fans got their wish if Conte comes in. So until then, guys, have a great evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.